feeling blue, nothing left to do, my love. And if you're feeling bored, I know you know the cure. You know the cure. Let's go on an adventure, bop, bop, shoot, bop, 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 yeah. Let's go on forever. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's go on an adventure, bop, bop, shoot, bop, 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 yeah. Let's go on together. Let's go on an adventure.
What's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Musical Chairs of Massachusetts. As always, we're coming at you live from the Chair City of Gardner, Mass., where we feature and spotlight local musicians of all genres from all over New England. And I'm also joined here by my friend, Christopher.
Why, thank you. I think that's the first time you've used friend in the sentence with Christopher.
Just other Christophers.
Yeah, every time she's talked about friend and Christopher, it's always been another Christopher, like Christopher Isaac, or Christopher Lloyd, or I don't know. Anyways, hi guys. How are you? I hope you're doing well.
¿Cómo está?
¿Cómo estás? Buenos días.
For all of our friends in Brazil, because apparently we're kind of a big deal over there.
Yeah, and I love Brazilian food.
Oh, so good.
Oh my! Have you ever been to a Brazilian steakhouse?
Yeah, where you flip that card to green and it just like 11, 12 different meats just are coming at you and they slice it right off the thing. Oh.
Depending on how
Yes.
I clip some of these last few sentences out, they can be really taken really badly. Yeah.
Just bring Nikki all the meats.
Just all the meats coming over. Yeah. So anyways,
Walk out with the meat sweats.
the meat sweats. Yeah. There was a place in Boston.
There was a place in Manchester that just closed not that long ago called Gaucho's. That was so good.
Oh no. That sounds familiar. I think for me it was like Del Cello or Fingo del Cello or something.
Fandango. Scaramouche. Can you do the Fandango?
Listen, you. Word pronunciation.
It's music.
Music.
It's art.
It is art. Yeah. You know what? I appreciate you keeping the theme on the music there.
Yeah. We like music around here.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Speaking of which, I got a new toy.
Is it Christmas? Christmas came early for Chris.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stole some gear, and
No, he didn't.
what do you mean?
There's no theft here.
I sold. Yeah. Right. I sold. We're down to 2 cameras. I sold 4 of them. No.
And I only have 1 kidney now.
Yeah. Oh God, they took my kidney. Yeah. No. So, anyways, I got a Donner piano.
I have a guitar of that brand.
I know we should form a band.
We should.
And the thing sounds gorgeous.
Better than the Yamaha?
Yeah. I was really surprised by that. Like, I was like, nothing's gonna get close to the Yamaha. If it's close, it'll be fine as long as it's better than my synthesizer. And so I got it, and I'm like, oh, this is velvet. First off, instead of like internal speakers like most of your keyboards have, this thing has a freaking sound bar with like with like subwoofers and tweeters, and yeah. Anyways, it sounds absolutely fantastic. So I've been inspired to really not only learn how to play a few more songs. I'm now.
You just want to play with your shiny new toy.
I do. It's so shiny. But I also started writing music. I have one song that I started writing lyrics to, and I got it on my social somewhere. So I think it's like Instagram or TikTok. But Not that you have to go find me because I'm shy. But I'm starting to appreciate songwriting. Have you been exploring any songwriting adventures?
Yeah, actually, I just finished a song myself.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's still kind of my precious right now, so I don't want to get into it too much. I also just got a violin. I got a shiny new toy too.
You got a toy too.
I did.
Oh wow! So
Yeah.
Are you gonna go Lindsay Sterling on us?
Yeah, I'm gonna learn ballet.
All right.
I'm gonna do like The Devil Went Down to Gardner.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a huge hit locally. I'm just telling you this right now.
Yeah, so right now it sounds like I'm murdering a cat, but we'll get there. We'll get there. The song that I wrote, it has nothing to do with the violin. Those are just lyrics right now, but I'm very, very proud of it. I think I might have to send out the bat signal to one of our friends of the show to maybe give me a hand, get some music to it. But I got a vision for it, so.
Well, if it needs piano, I definitely know a guy. It's probably not me. No, that's awesome. I'm so
Look
happy.
at us, like we're so musically inspired right now, and I mean,
know.
I think we have to really thank a lot of just our friends of the show that have come on, and other musicians that we've met along the way as well. Like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they're truly inspirational, and it's keeping it alive for us for sure.
And not only do we get to see musical acts perform here in the studio, which we're very honored for, let me tell you, but you get not only you don't get your fill here. You go out and you go see other bands out there, huh? Who'd you go see recently?
Just a group called Cage the Elephant.
Just a group called Cage the Elephant.
Yeah, 'cause, there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good.
Oh, you're talking my language. I love Cage the Elephant. I love that kind of music. I love like Kings of Leon. I love Cake. I mean, not
Who doesn't love Cake?
right,
Come on.
right. Not the calorie kind.
That kind's pretty great too.
Actually, the calorie. Yeah, actually, I really do like Cake. But yeah, I just love that kind of music. I don't know. Is there a genre name for that kind of music? I know.
I'm sure there is. It's definitely like an alternative.
Alternative, right?
Like, yeah. The thing with Cage the Elephant, it's I don't know. I feel like they've been around for a long time, and I feel like they're kind of slept on in the sense of like they have so many great songs out there, and until you start playing them and people are like, oh yeah, they have that song too. Oh yeah, they have that song too. Like, how many Cage the Elephant songs can you rapid fire off the top of your brain right now? Go. Like, you can't, right?
No.
Until you just start hearing them and you're like, oh yeah, them. And like Kings of Leon is also very similar. I mean, Kings of Leon's been around for over a decade, and this the amount of just quality top tier music, and there's a lot of bands like that, and they're underhyped, I feel like.
And I gotta tell you, from the video clips that you showed me, they have a crazy awesome set, and
they have fire.
Yeah, they have fire, and I'm always impressed when a band can go out there, do a live show, and have it sound
studio quality.
Yeah, like that ain't easy.
I also need to give credit to their openers. They had two openers.
Yeah.
Common People and Hey Nothing. Common People, they were awesome. They're like an LA based band, and then Hey Nothing, they're Georgia based, and their energy was absolutely incredible. Like, they were so much fun. They came out in Mike Myers and Freddy Krueger costumes, and they were so much fun that I actually kind of went down a rabbit hole driving home from the venue that night, just giving them more of a listen. So I guess my hot take, my PSA for the people out there is, don't sleep on the openers. I know I posted this on my Facebook, my personal Facebook, and also I shared it through ours, but they're not, no. I know so many people that are like, meh, it's just an opener, like, we can be late. No, don't sleep on the openers, because one, I have discovered so much incredible music
Oh,
just openers that, later on end up really becoming a big deal. But also, like, at the shows, they'll sit at the merch tables after. They are so nice and humble, and like you get to meet them and stuff. I've been to a few shows where it's like that, and so that's
cool.
That's my PSA. Don't sleep on the openers.
Well, I mean that Metallica
of course
story that I never tell.
Yeah.
I mean that's how I discovered. Well, I didn't really discover. I guess I knew him before then, but System of a Down. They opened up for Metallica, and people were like, "Who are these guys?"
Who are these guys? Yeah. Now they're their own household name. They're up there with Metallica.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And like, but at that time, more people knew Power Man 5000 than they knew System of a Down.
And the plot twist now is you hear System of a Down all the time, but you never hear Power Man 5000 anymore.
No, exactly.
Or better yet, a better don't sleep on the opener story is my dad likes to tell this. Back in the 70s, my dad went to a venue, the Cape Cod Coliseum. It's not a thing anymore. Yeah. And he saw Black Sabbath. And who opened up for them was Van Halen before they were like even Van Halen. Like, nobody knew who the fuck they were. Oh. And yeah, so he loves telling that story.
But I mean, this isn't a concert per se. It was something I watched on TV back in our days. We used to have a show called MTV where you could, or channel, where you could watch actual music events. And I think it was like one of their award shows that they did, and they had this fairly unknown band open up the show, Imagine Dragons.
Oh my God, I love them too.
Yeah.
Imagine Dragons, 21 Pilots, so good.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm right there with you. Like, you don't sleep on the opening acts because you never know. Those opening acts could be the next best big thing, so.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, speaking of the next best big thing.
Yeah, let's first hear a word from one of our partners, and then I think we should get into the episode, huh?
Yeah, I think so. So let's go ahead and fire up that advertisement. But then after, Nikki, you can do what you do best and introduce our next guest.
Today's guest is Jacqueline Burns, a dynamic and soulful musician raised between Pennsylvania and Ohio and rooted in North Central Massachusetts since 2015. Jacqueline's voice blends clarity and depth, and her natural talent for storytelling has made her a familiar name in the Central Massachusetts music scene. Drawing inspiration from alternative 90s, folk, blues, soul, and classic rock, her performances are defined by heartfelt lyrics, warm harmonies, and a timeless stage presence. A lifelong vocalist and self-taught guitarist, Jacqueline has taken her music from intimate coffeehouse stages to festivals, always showing up with honesty, connection, and emotional resonance. Whether performing solo or as part of a duo, her music invites listeners into something lived in, human, and real. Welcome to our studio.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on the show. It's such a pleasure to have you here. I've met you before, and I've seen you perform out there with some great music. So I'm just so excited that you were able to come into the studio and share your story with us.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks. So let's dive in, shall we? So it's interesting. You are originally from the Pennsylvania area, huh?
Yep, suburb of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
McMurray, Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice. It's a nice area. I like Pennsylvania. They have a lot of good just landmarks, especially when it comes to chocolate.
It's very green.
It's very green. Right? Yeah. So with music, was that something that you just started doing at a very young age?
My mom said that I was singing before I could talk, but I was singing. My mom listened to a lot of Delilah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So that is a household name.
Oh yeah, a lot of soft rock. They listened to a lot of ABBA and Beach Boys, kind of the oldies. And then my brother was really into the alternative, so I got into that from that. But my first CD was a mix CD. It had Bon Jovi.
Ooh, nice.
And Sheryl Crow. My first CD I actually got was purchased was the Dixie Chicks. So I was like super into them for a while. Well, the
Yeah.
Chicks now.
The Chicks.
Yeah.
They will always be the Dixie Chicks. to me,
Yes,
but
I
respect
saw
it.
them. I think it was like 3 years ago, and
Yeah.
they were amazing. But they never said a word on stage. They just got out there and they played their music, and that was it. But
After everything.
but
I'm
they
sure.
still sound incredible.
Yeah, I bet they do. I never saw them live. But yeah, then I got my dad in, I think, 7th grade, sat me down and lectured me on emotion in music and introduced me to Etta James and the blues. So then I started getting into Etta James and some of the powerhouse like Aretha Franklin and Whitney Houston. Yeah.
Nice.
So very, very well rounded in the whole scope of music.
Yeah, I think it's definitely helped influence my sound now. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Kids. I don't know if you knew know about this, but back in our days, we had mix tapes and mix CDs, and you knew they were the real deal because you would use the Sharpie, and you would write mixtape or mix CD, and sometimes if you were extra creative, you would actually like write down.
You could cram all the song names on it.
Yeah.
Or you'd have to write in the little jacket of the cassette tape.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Carry around a pencil.
Yeah.
My best friend growing up, she was 2 doors down from me, and we were 3 days apart, born 3 days apart. So she was like my lifelong best friend. And they had an Aerostar van, and their mom had a cassette tape that had Cheeseburger in Paradise
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
and Puff the Magic Dragon.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And as kids, like, those are ideal songs. Those are
yeah.
great.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll never forget it.
That's awesome.
So, at what point did you start exploring your musical talents? Did you start off with singing, or did you start with an instrument?
Definitely just my voice. I was given a keyboard when I was a kid, and they had pre-programmed songs, and so I went in a quiet room, and I would turn the tempo down and just memorize the pre-programmed songs.
Oh,
but
cool.
I was never a thing, and it was hard for me to sing and play the piano. But yeah, I had maybe one lesson when I was in Florida on vacation randomly from some old lady across the street.
Oh.
But it was nice. It was a nice lesson.
Yeah.
But no, I always just sang. And I think in 4th grade they started talent shows. 4th through 6th, I did a talent show. And then middle school started the musicals and talent shows. And then, so yeah, I wasn't always like, I'm really ungraceful, so I wasn't the best dancer, but I could sing. So I was blessed to have lead parts in musicals. And so I was Dorothy in Wizard of Oz.
Oh, nice.
I was Jan in Grease. I was supposed to be Marty.
Okay.
But then there was some drama because I was a freshman and whatever. But then I ended up being Jan, which I loved it because there was the mooning song.
Oh, yeah.
I spend my days just mooning.
Yeah.
And so that was cool. And then I was Lori in Oklahoma, and then there was an 80s musical.
Ooh.
Yeah. But I'm 31, but it feels,
Okay.
It's crazy. And then, when I moved here, I did some karaoke, and then when I moved to Massachusetts, I had an infant, and so I had found out there was a karaoke competition, so that was kind of my alone time, my opportunity
Yeah.
to get out, and so I kind of met a community there, and they were really supportive, and I think I won the 2nd year that they had the karaoke competition.
Oh, nice.
And then I met another musician when I was waitressing, and I asked him to start playing with me, accompanying me, and then we did an open mic in Royalston, Mass.
Okay, yeah.
And then this amazing saxophonist named Jim Bennett. He passed away recently. He asked us to do the Royalston Music Fest. So I did that back in 2000, maybe 16.
Oh, okay.
And then I met my old guitarist in the band, and I was in a band for a few years called Midnight Sharp.
Ooh.
And then, yeah, I was struggling with alcohol, and eventually, it's a whole thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
eventually,
yeah.
like, it wasn't really bringing me too much joy. Like, we were playing weekly and stuff, but I think it was more so the dynamic of alcohol and leading a band. And
Right.
and then I also had been learning the instrument that I had crafted from a luthier,
Okay.
one of my dearest friends from Athol. And so I was kind of veering eventually as a new route.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. We forget the journeys that we all get to go on with our music, and sometimes it's not what we would have planned out or expected, but in a way, though, our experiences craft our music and really help us to really create a story with our music. And that's what I love about you. You have been going into songwriting now and creating your own original songs. So speaking of which, want to get into a song?
Sure. All right. I'm going to sing I'm Still Healing. It's the second to newest song that I've written, and it was coming out of COVID, and I was getting back in touch with some friends, and we're all apologizing to each other, and it made me realize through this pandemic, everybody's life changed dramatically in different ways, but true friends are always there for you no matter what, and we need to give ourselves grace in these other people's, because we don't necessarily know what people are going through. So this is called I'm Still Healing. Shame for what I tell you. Feel no shame for what I've been through. Our lives are full of many lessons we will not see if we fail to pay attention. I will learn from you, you will learn from me. Let's come together so we can be free. I'm still healing from me, so feeling nothing. Please forgive the late response. Let's forgive if we haven't reached out either. It's nothing personal, we all just need to heal. To what's inside us, take the time to work through issues. We will not have to escape our feelings. So like a bird, embrace the wind beside you. I'll be there for you, you'll be there for me. Let's come together now so we can be free. I'm still healing from me, it's feeling nothing. Please forgive the late response. Let's forgive if we haven't reached out either. It's nothing personal, we all just need to heal. I'm still healing from me, it's feeling nothing. Please forgive the late response. Let's forgive if we haven't reached out either. It's nothing personal, we all just need to heal. We all just need to heal. Oh. Thank you.
That was beautiful. So you said you came up here around you said 2015?
Yeah.
So that means you've only been playing the guitar then for not that long.
No, I met my luthier back when I was living in Athol. I think it was about 2018. I was bartending and just talking to customers, I ended up finding out that he made instruments, and I explained my difficulty learning guitar and how, like, you know, it hurts my fingers and stuff. And so I sang to him, and he recommended the baritone ukulele. It is the only ukulele tuned like a guitar, and it's the largest. So it has the first 4 strings of a guitar, the highest strings, and there's 2 steel wrapped nylon strings. And so anyways, I commissioned him. He specializes in archtop instruments, and I commissioned him, and I was able to, I told myself, you know, if I'm paying for this instrument, I better learn it. And so I was able to learn the guitar chords, build calluses on a softer string, and learn some finger picking along the way. And my first open mic, I think, was in 2019. I did 2 open mics featured. And then, band broke up. I was able to keep a solo show in Worcester. Redemption Rock Brewing.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's a place anymore.
Oh, bummer. But then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And then, once live music opened up, a lot of breweries did, and I worked really hard during COVID. And
I feel like COVID was a time where it was helpful to some musicians because it gave them that extra, not so, you know, the world shut down. So life kind of slowed down, and, you know, you're able to more focus and hone in more on learning and, you know, perfecting your craft. I've heard that from quite a few musicians where, it was sad that, you know, there was no live music out there in the world unless you were live streaming it to people, but it was also a good time just to work on it as well.
For sure. I would have not had that time before. Also, having quit drinking 4 months prior to COVID was a blessing too, in the restaurant shutting down as a waitress. So I got super into gardening, and I practiced a lot of music, and obviously parented and then I eventually I had a parlor guitar made and by the same luthier, and I was able to transfer. So I've only been playing guitar full time for about, I guess it's 5 years now.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds...
Could have fooled me.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It sounds great.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you got to fake it to make it. But I did put a lot of work in, you know. You can't really fool it, but...
Yeah. And it's amazing, too, like, when you do dedicate time to your craft and you can see yourself improve, it's legit. Like, you put in the work,
right?
You know, you get the results.
And so when you did start getting comfortable with the guitar, what was the first song that you learned? Was it a cover or was it an original?
Oh, definitely covers. It was mostly covers. I started writing right as when I quit drinking. All my stuff I was avoiding and numbing myself with came to my consciousness. And I had started therapy, so I started writing down a lot. So a lot of stuff I've written was a lot of processing and
That's therapeutic.
Yeah, but a lot of the stuff that when I was started my gigs, it was mostly all covers.
Do you remember the first song that you taught yourself?
No. I really don't.
Yeah. Well,
wait, no. Okay. Maybe I think one of the first few songs I looked up, maybe like House of the Rising Sun. It was like the easy few chord things. I think maybe Drift Away by Dobie Gray. That's a few chords. Suddenly I See was one of the first
that's a good
songs I remember. I think I just, like, if I looked at the chords and I was like, oh, no.
Yeah.
But there was enough to where, like, if I wanted to learn it, I just kind of pushed myself to learn it.
I feel like House of the Rising Sun, Smoke on the Water, Adam's Song, Blink-182, it's like 3 chords. Like, those are, like, usually the go-tos that I hear of, so.
Nice.
Yeah. We are going to take a quick break just to hear from one of our partners.
And we're back, guys. Thank you for sticking with us. So, yeah. So now that you've been going out and doing shows out here, do you have any fun experiences that you've had so far?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really loiter because I don't drink. I kind of just do and I'm pretty awkward socially. So I just, do my job. I do a quick, break. I use the bathroom, twiddle my thumbs, and I just get back to what I'm good at. And they're paying me for a service, so I try not to dilly-dally. But, yeah, so, I mean, there's always your quirky customers, and, like, last week they had a lot of decorations, so I was up on stage with some, like, blow-up witches and ghosts and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I see a lot of cute dogs when I'm out at the farms. I played at Neshoba Valley Winery last weekend, and there was the cutest coming together of like 3 generations of golden retrievers. Like there was like a super puppy, there was like an adolescent puppy, and like a grown, the role model. But they came together, and it was just like so cute.
A little golden reunion.
Yeah.
I know. I adore the outdoor farm gigs or venues that are out here, and we have quite a few.
Yeah.
I think I've seen you over at the Red Apple Farm. That's a great venue there.
Yeah.
And
I've seen her at Blueprint.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the farms have really become attractions, and it's wonderful to be able to spend time with the family and friends, and to be able to bring your dog too. That's always a nice plus. But it's also beneficial for the farm meat industry. I mean, they work really hard, tireless, and I mean, to add another business on top of it, restaurant, brewery, like that's more, but it's more than they're probably bringing in with their crops. So
yeah. The farms kind of had to reinvent themselves in a way just to kind of keep themselves funded and relevant in today's society.
Make themselves a whole experience beyond like fruit and crops, like you were saying.
Yeah. I know. I really like the Davis farmland.
Ooh, that mega maze.
Yeah.
I must say I'm a cheapo though.
Yeah.
Like, wow, those are kind of a.
Some of the places are really expensive, especially I won't mention names, but there's a few that are really expensive.
It's nice to have the option of a free entry, and you can spend as much as, there's the options to spend. I think that helps make everybody feel invited. Where if there's like a cover at the door, you're spending, if it's $60 a ticket just for entry, and then food, then all the additives. It can be a lot. Like as a parent, I'm a cheapo. I save those things for special times, and those are special times to share. You just have to be thoughtful with the experience.
Right.
But did you know that farmers are not allowed to keep their seeds for the next season? They have to buy new seeds every year.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like gotten super into gardening, so for me it's like, I mean, I'm like every year I'm like I make it a point to save the seeds. And this is new because every year I'm learning and learning what the seeds are for each plant. And it is an extra effort, but it's nice to be able to, retain that genetics. And it's just, I just feel like.
It's like the sourdough starter, like it's, you already have it, and then you can just, roll it over to the next thing, and it's, why go and spend money when you're doing your own food? But that's so crazy that I never knew that either. They can't hold the seeds. Do you know why?
just for probably profit.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But do you sourdough? Because that's my next endeavor. I know that it gets the thing.
Right. I've attempted to try to grow the creature.
So
Make the pet. It hasn't really worked so
The
well.
pet.
it keeps dying.
It's like
Yeah.
the mother of the kombucha.
Yeah, I mean, like I saw this one video, like this reel where it's like this lady had like a 103-year-old sourdough starter, and she was like,
Wow.
"I'm gonna feed this thing," and she dumps like 5 pounds of flour
like,
into it, and it like consumes it all. Like, I'm like, this thing really is alive and living. Oh my god.
I need to look that up.
Yeah.
It's like feed me, Seymour.
No way.
I've done bread baking, but
The bread you used to make was delicious.
Yeah, well, thanks. I know I stopped baking dough because things got expensive. Pun intended. But yeah, no. I still make it, but the sourdough is like a whole different thing because like you have to have a sourdough starter, and it's just like you said, you have to like feed it and kind of nurture it and take care of it.
It's
And
literally a living creature.
yeah, it really is. And I have plants that are like, please water me. So the starter's a little.
Yeah, your poor plants are looking at you as you're like nurturing your sourdough starter, and they are like, ugh.
Yeah, they get really mad when I just empty a half-drunk cup of water into the sink. They're like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, but anyways, that's cool. I think too with the farms, it's kind of a different experience for a musician, wouldn't you say? As far as people being attentive to your music and what you're playing versus like a bar atmosphere.
So in these, since I'm being paid for a service,
Yeah.
I have learned that I'm paid as background music.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people in different venues, I mean, it depends on who's there that day.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have you have someone that plants the claps and you have applause all night, but also, you kind of have to have that internal validation
Right.
and not expect. Yeah, so I mean, like last week, I played 2 gigs in a row. It was a very long day, but I was at the winery first. A lot of kids dancing, attentive, and it's wonderful. And I also play a different kind of music at a farm versus a late night crowd to read the
sure.
room. And then, but also at Blue. So this was that case didn't, because I had a lot of support that night. But like some places, I don't know anybody in the room, and it might be really busy, and you have songs that it'll catch their eye and they're really excited about. But then sometimes you might execute a song perfectly, and you're like, man, killed that.
Yeah.
And then it's like radio silence and
Went over everyone's head.
and I'm just like, okay, I'll sing another one. But I do sing about almost 50 songs a night, and so it's like, I know that I am providing background music, and so I'm not playing a ticketed show where someone is sitting right in front of me in their paid seat, and so it's, and they're enjoying their company and their friend, but everybody has the option to leave if they don't like the music. So to know that someone stayed for dessert and extra drinks after is the validation that makes me feel good.
Oh, that's
but yeah,
nice.
each gig is a different thing. Like you're 2 to 5, or I play I play from 11 to 2 at seasonally at the Gardener Spot. It's a garden center that sells plants, and it's amazing. It's one of my favorite gigs. I'll sing to plants all day, and
That's
so
awesome.
that's a completely different vibe than your 9 to 12 rowdy, just bar, no food. But
Yeah.
you learn to adjust,
Read the room.
and you grow thick skin too.
Yeah.
No, that's good too. That's good too, because you need to have at least a little bit of confidence in what you're doing. So the fact that it's coming from within rather than externally is going to help you long term. So that's,
sure.
Yeah.
A certain level of disassociation too.
Yeah, definitely. So do you have another song for us?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Now, what's the name of this song?
I'm just figuring out what I'm gonna play. So I'll do, I'll play Help Me. And this was a song that I had 7 songs for the album. So this was my most recently finished song, but I had started writing it years ago. And so I looked up what a full-length album, and they said 8 songs. So I was like, okay, I have 7 songs. I think I can find another one. And this one needed a last verse. And I was trying to understand the meaning behind it, and a couple interviews and doing songwriting in the round is helping me actually take the time and really reflect on it. And I think for many years, struggling with codependency and thinking that someone else was going to fill me and fulfill me and save me. And then just finding out that I have to save myself and God can save me. And just having that hope and just kind of be like, well, forget you. Anyways, this is called Help Me. Stand when I'm breaking down. All I needed was someone to keep me from falling. I thought I could lean on you, and you just pushed me down. I thought I could turn to you, and you just let me down. Help me see myself. It dug me deeper in my ego-driven grave. You want me to lean on you when you can't even help yourself. You put all the weight on me. This is why I protect myself. When I'm 6 feet underground. Reasons why I'm sick of blaming still. Please don't invalidate me. I will stand up for who I am. Your words don't define me. Help me. Save me from me. Remind myself that you are not attached to me. I'm surrounded by the light that guides me. Help me. Save me from me.
Woo! Very nice.
Thank you.
Those are some powerful lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are, thank you. They get more vulnerable. I'm just trying to how do I want the flow of this day to go?
Yeah.
No, I loved it.
Yeah. So you talked a little bit about in the process of making an album. How has that experience been so far?
Very humbling, very uncomfortable, very new, very challenging, but so great. You know, these songs that I've written are extremely vulnerable, and sometimes I'm in moments to TMI. But I do think because I'm going on being sober 6 years, and I've been through a lot of seasons and challenges, and I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, that these things that I've written and shared, and I know that it's God telling me that, and the voice telling me to go on and record and share it, is to help other people ultimately.
Yeah.
That I think that though it might not be relatable to somebody at a brewery when they're drinking or at a restaurant, and some of the songs I don't share in those places because I want people to enjoy themselves and not go crying in the corner or something. But I do think that some of the songs might touch people and maybe give them hope. And so, I'm glad to get it out. Originally, it was just supposed to be an acoustic album. And I met the sound engineer. He had 2 years ago, I did the Rhythm and Rock Festival in Fitchburg.
Oh, yeah.
And Mike Cataldo of No Town Productions. He's in Gardner. He has a great studio. He reached out to me when I was pregnant. So I had done the festival pregnant. And then I think he reached out to me a couple months later saying I did all originals there. And he said if I ever wanted to record. And I think what was intimidating me was like the rates, and I think it was more financially. I had no idea what it was, and I was like, when he went through this process, I was like, actually, I think that this is doable. Like, this is okay, and I also think just fear of not being accepted or not being palatable to people kept me back for the time. But I was like, I think I have an album.
Yeah.
And so, I think it was like a New Year's. By the end of the year, I was like, this is it. I had gone through a breakup with my son's dad, and that kind of gave me the fuel to
push on.
passion to push on and be
Yeah.
and accomplish these goals. And so I started recording in April. The first song that I played, I could hear some kind of lick, or I'm just a rhythm guitarist. The things that I've written just have the chords, and I don't necessarily I didn't know what the full sound was going to be, where some people do. And for me, I just, I had the general rhythm guitar to it. And
So your producer really saw your vision.
well, I did. I asked someone to do lead guitar, and I guess he did ultimately. But I had been building it and am producing it basically myself. So, but I've given artistic freedom to the drummer, who was the drummer in my old band, John Newsham. He's great, and he had gone to school for drums and teaching since the band had broken up, and he's really just amazing. And so I hadn't seen him for years, and we recorded that session at Wachusett Recording, and he just blew my mind. And I was like, wow, this is, because we did the rhythm guitar first, then the vocals, and then two of the songs I had played too fast for my liking. But I was also new to it and nervous, but I wanted to be right. I wanted to be right and really pick the emotion. So there's a lot of nitty gritty to it. But once the drums came in, and then the bass, and then the lead guitar, it's become so much more so than I had ever dreamed and imagined. And so it's kind of weird playing some of these songs just acoustically or out in public after hearing what the full sound is. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited to have that to be able to offer to people.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I think too the fact that you have really pulled a lot of these songs from such a personal experience and a place. I think will have a lot of potential to really connect with others that may be, going through similar situations. And that's what songwriting is all about, is just making those connections and, having relatable experiences. So that's great that you've opened yourself up to that, and I'm excited to hear the album.
I'm really excited for it.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Very exciting. But yeah, no, like the stuff that I've written before now, my writing has changed a lot and I'm further along my healing journey, and it's kind of more externalized instead of internalized. So
Okay.
the evolution of writing is very interesting. I don't know if you followed certain artists for a long time and ever picked up that their writing has changed. But yeah.
All right, guys, we will be right back after these messages.
Thanks for listening to that other ad for whether it was like a Kit Kat bar or Viagra or something along those lines. Who really knows? I don't know what they put in there.
And okay, could you imagine? It's just like, I don't know, dry eyes, clear eyes, or Jake from State Farm.
Right?
Is it completely random?
It's completely random.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
So
it's-
you don't know.
Yeah.
It's dynamic.
We're very trusting.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It's in dynamic advertising. So
Yes.
they pick depending on where you're listening to. So
Yeah, like your location, your demographics. Even though they one time did a ad for a lawyer in Maryland.
oh, did they really?
Yeah.
I'm kind of. So we've started developing a following down in Brazil. So if you're from Brazil, hi guys, we love you. I'm curious what kind of commercials are they getting down there?
Oh.
They love Bon Jovi.
I heard that, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny. So Nikki, you got a question?
Yeah. Is there an artist living or dead, or you can do one of each, that you would like to do some type of collab with?
Dun, dun, dun.
So Nina Simone was a kind of a
Ooh.
very quirky, like her whole vibe and like realness. I would have loved to meet her,
Yeah.
and I probably would be really intimidated.
I can see that collab working out really well though.
Yeah.
Oh wow, thanks.
Yeah.
Also,
I know there's so many of them.
I know.
yeah, I don't know. It's not.
Yeah.
It may come to me like in 5 minutes,
Yeah, sure.
and
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I know too. So back to your whole like songwriting process, because you said the song that you just played for us, that was a working process for a while. Do you have like, when you're doing your process, do they come to you pretty quickly, or is it kind of one of those touch and go scenarios for you, or is there kind of a mixed bag?
as a mother, I don't have too much free time, but I do want to be. I try to be disciplined sometimes and be intentful. But a lot of the time, a lot of the inspiration, I'll be on a walk and like a phrase or a stanza or some kind of melody will come into my head, and I'll try to. I'll either voice memo it or I've written it down, and I try to go back to it pretty quick. And then sometimes like a full song will come out of nowhere, and then sometimes I'll write a verse and a chorus or a chorus and then literally forget about it. And then you come back to it and you're like, oh, this is something.
So do you also find that you have to do some balancing with your music life versus your personal life, and if so, how is that like?
I think that's the greatest struggle in today's world. How we're so technologically connected.
Oh, sure.
That I want a sense of privacy in my life, and I try not to. I want to lead by example with my daughter, especially that she's 10. I need to be reminded somewhat times to be like that I'm on my phone, but also I think that I do a pretty good job to not. And yeah, just like privacy, like people don't need to know my entire business, and but I also could be better at promoting myself. So it's a hard balance. I don't want to have a fixed mindset on I'm going to be completely private, because I know that a lot of ways to gain fans and followers is through social media, and I know that people want to view content, and I'm sure that they would like, it's just finding the outlet. I really like fashion, so I've like toyed with like sharing my fashion more, or so I don't even remember the question you asked me.
It just the balance. But you answered it perfectly. You're absolutely right. Like, not only is there the part of creating the music, but then getting it out there as well. And it's not always easy to do all the things, and you kind of have to find a balance. But really, when it comes down to it, just creating the music is, I think, the most important part, aspect of it all.
Yeah, to practice, you're making time to practice, because I mostly do covers, and I want to incorporate new covers, and also making time to practice my originals and write. Also, having 2 kids, so my Sundays through Thursdays, if I'm not gigging on a Sunday or Thursday, I'm out straight. I am raising my kids. I'm cooking 3 meals. I'm getting my daughter off to the bus. I'm doing violin. We're doing soccer practice. I'm fitting. Now my son is not, you really want to know. Now my son is not napping. He's just turning 2, and he is refusing naps. So that was my time to really get administrative work done. Now I have to find the time at night when I am completely burnt out.
Yeah.
And so I make it work, and in the weekends I'm gigging, and I waitress part-time. But so I'm so grateful that I don't have to work a 9 to 5 days a week.
That's good.
My mom worked and commuted an hour both ways growing up my whole life. So for me, although my daughter doesn't appreciate it or really realize it, like, for me to be able to see my daughter on the bus and off the bus, and to get her to her extracurriculars is, for me, a mark of stability in their life, and it's really important for me. And so it's kind of like 2 lives kind of thing. Sometimes I feel like Hannah Montana.
Oh yeah, sure.
But I'm so grateful to be able to I have the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
No,
That's so dorky.
You mentioned violins. So is your daughter getting into music as well?
So yeah, she for sure. Has a wonderful voice, and she's shy about it, but she has such great pitch, and they don't have choir yet. But I was really into, and I still love her, Lindsay Sterling.
I love.
She's the
Lindsay
violinist.
Sterling.
She dances, and she has a great message.
Yes.
And so I've been to a lot of her shows, and I brought her. That was her first concert, to Lindsay Sterling, and I don't know how I ended up finding her teacher. Yeah, she's wonderful.
Yeah.
I just saw her with Lizzie Hale and the Hailstorm. It was a great show. A little heavier than, it was really interesting to see the dynamic, and it worked. But it was so good. Aurora was like a girl rock star. Like she was like, Mom, and we drove 2.5 hours. I was like, you have school tomorrow. We had to leave a little early, and she was really disappointed.
I saw Lindsay with Evanescence.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah.
That was so good.
That was so good.
That was a great show. She's Evanescence's.
Yeah, Amy Lee with that orchestra was just so beautiful.
It is beautiful. She is wonderful. Yeah, so she's on her 4th year of violin, and violin is a fun to the basics. Being self-taught, I have a lot of bad probably habits but I'm outside the box and whatever, I'm making it work. But like, so for her, learning, there's just so many things, like the way you have your posture and your hand and your thumb and so I've just kind of like, I'm trying not to be too hard. I'm letting her learn for herself. Like, I try to remind her to practice, and she's not like doesn't fight practice, but I'm just like, if she wants more discipline, she can always progress at her own rate. But 4 years in, I'm so proud of her for sticking with it.
That's awesome. So for aspiring musicians, is there any advice that you would give them?
Yeah. So, like, the advice that I was from some random stranger, I always had a powerhouse voice, and I was always nervous. And my mom would put me on a spot, and I would go in another room to sing, like, with an open door, obviously. But, like, I was just so nervous about what other people thought. And some random person, I think I was in Florida, I don't even know where I was, but they said, if God gave you a gift, you need to share it.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be people, you're not for everyone. And that's okay. But to, like, there's going to be people that love you. And, just being true to yourself and exploring yourself and all. Like, if I think when I was 16, I auditioned for American Idol in Pittsburgh, and I was going to sing one song, and then my mom she said to do a Carrie Underwood. And so I did that, and there was, like, discussion at the whole thing. Like, whatever, it was an experience. Wow. But, like, I didn't make it in, and I was just, it is what it is. But, like, if I would have in that time, I wouldn't have had these years of blending, like, my sound now. Like, if I was stuck in the genre of country, then I would have not have the voice and where I am now. So all of your influences kind of created, and just not to give up, and put your head down and practice.
Yeah, no, that's great advice.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
fake it to make it. It's just literally, it's just be yourself.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, when they say be you, everyone else is taken.
Yeah.
But I think you're right, though, too. Like, if you had progressed on and that's it, you would have been labeled as the country singer. And I feel like from there, like, any label that looked at you or wanted you or anything, like, it all would have been like you would have been stuck in that box, I feel.
Yeah. And every single, like, we can be mad at situations that happen or to be rejected. But like in my last song, I said, like, God has a plan, like, and if we hang on to bitterness and why this situation or opportunity didn't work out, it's like, that was the season for us. Like, God doesn't have, like, it might have been a great opportunity and it didn't work out because you weren't meant to do that forever. Right. You're meant to learn from that experience and move on to the next and learn from that and build and build and build until you have grit and you become this full person, because it's no fun staying in one place, no matter if it's comfortable or what. Yeah. Like, good luck. God has a plan. He has a curveball set for you.
I have "What's to be will be" tattooed across my back for a reason. My Nana, she was 98, and she used to always say, "What's to be will be, que sera sera," and, like, I totally believe that.
Yeah. My grandma had one, hers was one day at a time.
Yep.
She had 7 kids, and
wow.
Yeah, that's her priest told her that.
Yeah.
Like, literally, could you imagine? That's chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be saying one day at a time. Okay. She was, there's nothing like grandmothers. They're just so wise.
Yeah.
Like, we need to listen to our grandmothers.
Definitely.
I know. I had a grandmom that was just. She made the best yellow fried rice.
Yum.
Yeah, and I just cannot, for the life of me, recreate that rice. I never, as a kid, you're like, oh, I'll always have this rice. They'll always be around. And then you get older and you're like, oh, I really should have been.
Mine, so my Nana, she grew up, she was born in 1926, so she grew up during the Depression in a nun-run orphanage.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the stories that woman has told me, like, they'll blow your mind. And it just, she, like, getting to your recipes, as I got older, I actually said, can you write this down? Like, I love the soup that you make. I love this, whatever. And I made her write that down because.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's.
I want that yellow rice later on in life.
Yeah. Well, so my grandmother on my father's side, she was a bit more conscious about that, and she like wrote a cookbook, but then kind of had all the family put in their recipes.
Oh, that's cool.
So now we have a family recipe cookbook.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Is it bound?
It is.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a whole thing. It's fun. That's cool. So I think we have a time for another song.
Yeah.
Do you have one more for us?
Sure. Yeah. I think this next song, it'll be more of a getting into the struggle and the outcome of dealing with. We are our own biggest critic, and I've dealt with a lot of intrusive thoughts, and I think that a lot of other people do too. And overcoming it, and I'm making this the title of the album. It's called I Let It Go. And I think ultimately because if I grouped all the songs together, it is me overcoming darkness. Like darkness to like letting go of the weight of that I carried for so long. So this is called I Let It Go. Wanna feel like I am okay. Sometimes I feel like a waste of space. Do I smile with sincerity? I don't know what to believe in anymore. The voices in my head won't be silent. They won't let me enjoy the present moment or anything else for that matter. How do I silence them to truly be myself? Why must I live in fear? The demons reappear and I'm trapped again. As I look back to my younger years, that lonely feeling persisted on. With all happy memory is gone. Some situations I've been in have been a little grim. Do I become those things or do I move past to find clarity? so I can find myself. I will not live in fear, the demons disappear. I will not be trapped again. I finally moved past that feeling. Now I can see inside my head. I told her it's okay to love herself. I told her it's time to let it go, 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 let it go. I let it go.
Wow. Wow. What an incredible song.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I love, I just absolutely love how it's from such a personal place. I think that's one song that's going to really resonate with some people out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And that's another thing too I want to touch upon is, I know we talked about off camera about you doing covers, but I think what you're doing with your originals is really stand out in comparison to your cover music. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to hear that album that you're going to come out with.
Thank you. Yeah, I like these songs. This last song I've sang for like live yoga classes or like a holistic festival to where people are open to that. This song I don't play at a restaurant or a brewery, but I do think some of these more vulnerable songs with a full band setting and a full sound, it is more palatable to the general audience. So I'm really excited to approach festivals, bigger festivals, and I guess more ticketed events. But I really do enjoy my gig right now with covers. But it is way more fulfilling to perform what came from my soul.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm telling you, I'm excited for you. I love what you're doing. Your music is incredible, and both seeing you out there at the local venues, and I'm so excited for you for your new album. And so, just so that we can let the audience know where to find you, do you have any socials out there?
So for social media, Jacqueline Burns Music, JACQUELINE Burns Music, Facebook or Instagram. I post my events on Facebook, the event pages, but I do weekly ads on Instagram, and I do think I have my monthly gigs up there too. I am working on a website, and we are in mixing and mastering process of the album. So I'm hoping by the end of the year, no exact date, but if you follow me on the social media, you will be kept in the loop.
Yeah. And we'll make sure that we share some links to.
Thank you.
So they can find you. Awesome. Well, Jacqueline, again, thank you for coming down on to come on the show. Again, we're really excited for you and adore your music that you're playing. So we're just really honored to have you here. And guys, I just want to make sure that you are following us so you can see more musicians like Jacqueline here. So we are all over the place. And Nikki, why don't you let the audience know where they can find us?
We are wherever you stream your podcasts, Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, all the things there. We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So give us a follow and like and share, and share with a friend. It's free. It gets us out there more, and it also gets more exposure out there to all of our local musicians.
Yes, and sharing is caring.
Chairing. Chairing is caring.
Okay. So we're gonna patent that one. That's awesome.
Put it on a T-shirt.
Yes, chairing is caring. Love it. You heard it here, folks. So again, to our guest, Jacqueline, thank you so much for coming on the show. And guys, that's been another episode of the Musical Chairs of Massachusetts. We out.
Bye.
Peace out.
Oh my God! The thing I thought was gonna happen happened.